So what we got here is a SICK 1100, Remington 1100. Obviously, this was in a fire. One of my customers gave it to me as a joke because he's seen some of the things I've restored, and he goes, "Here, we'll give you this to fix." So guess what? We're going to try to fix it, and I'm going to take it to a friend of mine's body shop who has I believe it's a laser thermal ablation machine, and we're going to burn all this rust off. And I'm going to try, because I know that because of the pitting that I'm not going to be able to just re-blue this thing and make it um, beautiful again. So I might end up doing like a Cerakote on it. Anyways, let's take it to the shop and see what we can get it to look like. Here is the complete gun. I actually had video of me rebuilding the trigger mechanism because it was a mess. The green plastic stop plug for shells had melted and fallen into it, so I had to scrape all that out. And the springs obviously were damaged from the heat, so I had to replace those, but I was able to salvage everything else. So here's the only pictures I have left of the finished gun. Let's shoot it. I am going to shoot at some bottles here with this thing. This is the first time I've shot it since I've put this burn gun back together, so let's see what she does. Hopefully it goes bang. Okay, so it didn't go all the way back and load around. Now I'm just using some cheap rounds here. Let's see what it does. Yeah, it's not ejecting the shell. So I either have a gas block situation, don't know. The gas tube might not be right. And let's try this again. It's accurate. Yeah, it's not ejecting the shells. So I'm going to say that it has something to do with the gas tube. One more in there. Let's try it again, because I'm a glutton for punishment. This is why you always test things before you give them back to the customer. It's definitely not ejecting the shell. That one ejected. Now, I will tell you, that was a Federal. Let me see if I put different ammo in it. Back in a minute. Alright, I'm trying some low recoil buckshot. Let's see what that does. I think that worked. Okay, it likes using better shotgun shells. This is interesting. So I brought another Remington 1100. This Remington 1100 that I've got, I used in competition in USPSA. This is a Remington 1100 Marine Magnum, and this gun has been super reliable. I'm just out of curiosity going to try some of those herder rounds in here. They're number 8 birdshot, and see if they work in this gun. Now there is another thing too. That barrel, well, that barrel is the same size as this barrel. This one has screw-in chokes for it, and I got an improved cylinder in this one. Okay, I don't think I've shot this gun. I think the last time I did a 3-gun competition with this thing was probably back in 2007. So let's see if this one works. And this one has a dot sight, so I can cheat. Actually, I'm not even sure if the dot sight works because I think somebody left it on. Wow. Alright, well, we don't have a dot sight. Oh well, we'll see what we can do. Hey, that one didn't load either. It does not like these herders. Nope. Definitely doesn't like the herders. Oh well, that's pretty good for just shooting. Tried to eject it. It's not ejecting them. So this gun definitely likes heavy loads. So let's try the same thing. Okay, this is some number 4 shot. Let's just see what it does. Yeah. Okay. The Remington 1100 definitely likes high gas-powered loads. Those were number 4, and actually number 4 are really good for home defense. But that is not on the gun. This is definitely set up for a heavier load. I know it will do the buckshot. So anyways, that's the Remington 1100. This one, for my customer, he has an unborn son. He just found out that his wife is pregnant, and so we engraved his name on the side of the gun. He's a 5th generation child, so he's going to get this gun in probably about 15 years from now. But this has been reclaimed from the fire. I'll do some more looking at it, you know, but I mean, I got all new gas rings in here and everything, so and obviously it did work with the high-powered loads, so I don't feel that there's any problem with the gun. I'm sure that I'll get some comments in the comment section about using low-power loads in these guns. Anyways, thanks for watching. Shoot safe and subscribe.